And welcome everybody to the Canadian Disc Golf Productions footage of the Peace Bridge Highland Open 2022 second annual event up in Duntroon, Ontario, Canada. I am your host, Patrick McCauley with Peace Bridge Disc Golf, and I'm here with
Nahan Fahey. Pleasure to do this with you, man.
Yes.
It's been something I've been thinking about doing for a while, so
This is
looking
going
forward
to
to
be
this.
This is going to be exciting. We have the goats featured and the beautiful Niagara escarpment here in Simcoe County, and the big overview view of this beautiful property, Highlands Nordic, a cross-country ski course in the winter time, and amazing 18 expanded to 21-hole disc golf course here. Our pro card up first, Nathaniel Renton, who's been having a
great season. Yeah, a really nice guy too. White spruce guy, and then we also have Jason Paasila, who's given the stare. Look at that look. Oh boy, he's coming. He's ready for business.
He came out of MP40 to join us today on MPO.
That's
Kale
right.
Frisby, Thunder Bay native.
Yeah. I actually haven't played around with him, but I hear great things, and he can throw a mile too.
Real scary.
He got
real
a little
quick.
scary.
And Double G himself, Greg Grootenboer.
Yeah, also from Brampton. We got three guys from Brampton, white spruce guys. So
Represent. Hole one.
Hole one, we got 250 feet, par 3, a little bit of elevation going down, and we have an OB on the left, just past that bridge there, you see. And you kind of just want to funnel a forehand or a backhand turnover down, hopefully getting down there for a look.
Yeah, that tight kind of right hand. It's a little more exaggerated in real life than you see on the footage there, and a nice view from the back coming in. The turnovers, I saw a lot of turnovers.
Yes.
Attempted.
Yeah.
But I saw them turned over too much and end up in those right trees.
I think that's the danger here is, we'll see what Nathaniel does here, but that's the danger of the turnover. And you can also go long here, which Nathaniel might be getting into there. And there is OB, like I said, that's over there. So that's the danger of the backhand. We'll see Jason here. He's going to attempt the forehand. Get down there. I think that's the safest play.
Yeah, I think you can get an easier birdie with the backhand because you can avoid some of this scrub land, but he's really nicely in there, probably about 20 feet.
Yeah, it does get a little hairy there sometimes, the ground play, but if you get past that, you're down. Caleb, you see here, he tries the backhand route, and then the same fate as Nathaniel, kind of goes to the left.
Eyes ring out. Hopefully the thick foliage caught them before they went OB.
Hopefully, yeah. And we have Double G here.
That's
he
the
just
line.
absolutely shreds it down. He's so good at that. A little kick at the end, but even from there, right on the bridge, even from there, it should be inside circle look. We have Jay. It looks like Jay's outside, and it's not bad from there. I think it's about 25 feet or so.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a look. And Jay's a great putter too. Oh,
Just low.
I got him. Sorry, Jay. Jay.
First hole, low blow. All right, Kale's doing a little bit of bushwhacking here, but it can get a lot worse in this course.
It can, yeah. Yeah, as I found out as well, playing this course for the first time. Nathaniel here, it looks like they're all inbound, so that's good news.
Yeah. Great motion on that.
Great commitment. It's always nice to get the first one in.
And Nathaniel moved up MPO this year and took down the Forefathers Flex earlier in the year.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So he does have a win technically under his belt already.
He's just playing so consistently, and it's amazing how fast he's kind of moved up the ranks. Double G here, making that first putt.
Yeah, no mistake on those. Double G coming in second, very close to Chris Owens last year at this tournament, so he's going to hope to swipe the title from him this time around. And we're going to have some taps for par. And on to the big hill climb coming up for hole 2.
Yeah, that's it was a really fun hole. There's not too much elevation you get in Ontario playing some certain courses, so this is nice. It's a good change. You can see there's a yellow basket there, which is the shorter basket, and the way up the hill, maybe another 30, 40 feet, you can see the red basket. And it says 304 in distance, but it plays more like 400 feet.
That's about the power you need to get up there.
Yeah, and then
And even then, you're not really getting up all the way.
That's right. Yeah, you need to really read the wind and commit to a shot. It's no easy task.
Thanks to Dustin Wallace, the Ford truck guy at Ippolito Ford in Lindsay, for the sponsorship on this hole as they get up. And now that caution tape, as Nathaniel takes his drive way up, that caution tape is casual relief because it is a slope side that is kind of a landslide risk. Almost you could tumble down backwards if you threw from it.
Definitely almost caught that a few times. And
not where you want to risk it.
No. You have Double G here teeing off. Let's see if you can get something way up there.
Wow, he almost sent himself with the disc there.
And you can see that there's a wind there. It was, from what I remember, it was a bit left to right tail. But throwing something that high, if you flip something or turn something over, it'll just take your disc and go way to the right. So
I think that's a mistake. The guys that I play with, we don't go super overstable,
right,
just in case. Right. But the risk is
that's right. Yeah,
that right side.
With that height, you do want something a little bit less stable so that you can get straight for longer and carry. But the risk is with this wind, you can over. You got Caleb here who has a bomb and kind of makes that same mistake.
Yep.
You can't really see it, but he's somewhere on the right down there. Hopefully, it didn't roll down.
So Jay caught an early tree here. And he made it to below the yellow basket, and he's going to forehand, trying to get up into that plateau.
Yeah, he's just trying to get up there and land to get himself a putt. You have Caleb here, who probably did roll down. We didn't get to see it, but he's trying to manufacture something.
Great spot, despite what happened on the drive. Daniel's got the light standard to deal with amongst all the trees as well.
That's it, yeah.
Oh,
he hits
wow.
the bottom of the cage. It's a good bid. It's a good bid.
Oh, the Highlands breeze coming in as well.
Yeah, you can see that. That's Double G back there, in case you can't tell. But he's just throwing something up there for
right into the hillside
right
there.
In the hill,
And this is Nathaniel.
This is Nathaniel. Yeah. He must have got a roll.
That's unkind.
Yeah.
Unkind, but also lucky that it didn't go down.
It didn't go all the way down. I think that's the danger of this hole is you can really, even if you got a good shot and you hit something and you can roll right back down.
Even with a good drive here, a par can sometimes be a relief.
That's right.
Just to get away with it.
That's right. And
but yeah, what a hole. What a beast of a hole. And what an incredible course we're about to see the rest of here. Elevation changes, different angles, different dog legs, double dog legs.
Tunnel
shots.
It's really unique. You have
the terrain.
Almost different shots in every hole, which is really nice. And these guys are just cleaning up. Actually, the only birdie of the round was on my card was Chris Oslin, who got the one solo birdie, and
that was the last hole of the round for them, I think.
It was the first hole.
It was the first hole.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a way to start off.
Yeah, he put it up within 15 feet or so and made a nice putt.
Now we're going all the way back down the hill, into the valley, through the scrub, and then back up.
That's right. Yeah. From the tee, the elevation is really daunting, especially trying to hit this gap at the very end. So you kind of want to, you don't want to try to flex something too big in there. You basically just try to get to the mouth of this gap, and then anywhere there is just bonus. So with this wind, however, certain things were turning over in my practice round. It wasn't quite the same. So we'll see how these guys do it. Nathaniel here teeing off. He's going to try to turn something over just to get in the gap. Doesn't quite get it.
Doesn't quite get it.
Yeah, and it's actually not so bad. If you get lucky in there, it does kick down, and it's clear enough to get a pitch up for 3.
That one tree I think it's an elm on the right-hand side that blocks that lane is really, really cumbersome, and it was not in the line when the course was made, and Greg just scoots it right up towards the road long.
I like that. Instead of dealing with the height, do something low that kind of just goes straight at it and funnels in there. And it is, I don't know who cleared the bush back there, but it is clear once you get down through the trees, there is a lot of opportunity to get.
That is the one on the right-hand side that Caleb just got caught up in. There's a little bit too much turn, or maybe not enough angle out to the left at the start.
Yeah, that's the one miss you don't want to make.
This is a nice bend from Jay. Oh, yeah.
I think that's his Warden. I played with him the second round, and
It came around nicely.
Yes.
So Caleb avoids the creek at least,
yes,
which is not OB on
he's
this
got a
hole, but
look.
it is nasty.
And he's just trying to get up and
Yep.
down.
That's fine.
That's
Good
fine.
recovery.
Nathaniel's trying to manufacture something here. He gets through, and should be a nice cleanup 3 for him.
Even if you're in those trees, there are some good lanes in that area.
Yeah,
so
surprisingly, I've been there a few times, and it wasn't that bad. Got Jay here for his putt for birdie. Oh, and I think that was the first hole he hit low, and now he's hitting high, and hopefully he can straighten out. We got Caleb here, who
Oh no!
misses to the
Fooled
right.
by a sudden gust of wind.
Yeah. And I haven't played with Caleb too often, but I guarantee that he can usually make those.
Yeah, he definitely not going to be wanting to make that mistake again. And was that it? That was a tap in for Double G.
For Double G, that's
An
right.
amazing tee shot.
Yeah.
He didn't even get it to the road. He just got it about 10 feet away.
Yeah.
There we go. Big shout out to our coverage sponsors this year on a few different holes. Individual players stepped up and small businesses to actually fund the production of the footage this year.
That's
so,
incredible.
Galbraith and Associates, Tobin, Mark, Brian, and Gabby
That's
on
great.
this hole.
Thanks, guys.
Couldn't be done without them.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. The Forefathers Ace hole coming up now.
Yeah.
This is another deceiving putt. This is the longest 236 feet you'll ever throw.
Yeah, it definitely requires a little bit more juice to get there. That being said, there is some stuff on the right you don't want to get involved with. So getting something up there kind of straight, or digging into that hill, and who knows, maybe getting an ace, trying to go for it here.
If you can get it all the way, Forefathers, of course, sponsoring the Ontario Club Championship this year. I think it's a squash bag this year, or a grip bag full of Forefathers beer. Who wouldn't love to win that?
I didn't know that. Had I known.
Maybe would have put a little more on it. OB long, protecting the island green of hole 8A as you see the
That's
players
right.
leaving the green.
And
So
the spotter there.
definitely don't want to go too long.
Double G absolutely putting it right next to the basket and parking it. Nathaniel just follows that jet stream. And,
Bullseye practice here.
yeah, it's for them this should be a hole that they want.
You need about, I'd say, 315 on this to get her right up to the basket.
I think so.
Ideally.
Yeah. See Jay here. He's trying to get something up there.
A little bit of counter, maybe.
Highs are a
Close
little
enough.
bit, but
Yeah,
that's-
he's inside circle. That should be fine.
Now,
Yeah, that hill is really nice as a backstop. You can kind of run things and.
granted,
yeah.
putting horizontally, if you're level with the basket, is
Yes.
a lot different than going straight on.
Yes, yeah, that I found that a lot in this,
Caleb.
in these holes in these baskets. A lot of them are on uneven ground and
Yeah,
an
you
extra challenge.
got about 5 or 6 baskets there are on the hill
Yeah.
slopes. They really make you think.
You have Caleb here looking to clean up, and should
Beauty.
be
If he was the furthest out, these guys got nothing to worry about.
yeah. They look like they took this down. We'll see here. Jay, you can see the spotter pretty animated over here too, making sure she doesn't also interfere with Jay's putt.
Mhm. That's another sprucer. That's Lauren,
Yeah,
who's competing in the FA2 division.
That's right.
Be the next day
that's
on the
good for
Sunday.
Jay to get that one.
There
He
it
wanted
is.
that after a couple of missed putts, and always feels good to get the first one down. We have Nathaniel here looking to clean up. He's having a hot start.
Probably the scariest putt of them all, even though it's close.
Yeah, that's
He's-
right.
The downhill.
Yeah, but you should make
And
sure.
there she is.
Yeah. And Double G comes in with his bag. Oh, drops his bag. Uh-oh. No, he's okay.
Humble?
He's
No.
okay.
I don't know if a disc falls out and goes down the hill. Has he thrown it further than 5 meters?
Yeah. We'll let Double G decide on that when we see him next.
That's it. That's
That's a star card, and we had 9 birdies on the day, so or the first round, anyways. So yeah,
They didn't make many mistakes on that one.
No.
Now this next hole is a daunting one. A very long par 3, 343 feet, and the tunnel is probably about 260 feet of it.
Yes, yeah. If you get out here to the right, it opens up a bit. To the left, it kind of stays the same as you see, and I'd say it's about maybe 40 feet wide, but it does get long. So if you get something that goes just dead straight, you're laughing. Just getting down here for a putt is what you want. So I saw some mid-ranges, kind of overpowering a mid-range or something a little bit flippy, but there was a headwind on this hole, so we'll see what Double G does. It looks like he has a mid-range in his hand.
I think that is a fairway.
Yeah, and he's so good at this. And he turned over. That's the wind there, and you can't really tell.
And you know what? He's up far enough that should maybe be fine for the par.
Yeah. As long as you don't go
out.
too deep and you sort of stay close to, you can pitch up and down. It's just when you get deep in these cedars on the side, it really gets.
Nathaniel,
absolutely racing. He's so good at this.
He's done it.
He just goes dead straight and
he's way up
super
there.
consistent with that shot. We have Jay here, and it looks like his Pathfinder. He's just trying to get something down the middle here.
Crushing it on his self-sponsored hole, thanks to Jay.
Oh, is that right? I didn't even know that. That's funny. It looks like he got something down there. It might be edge of circle. It's hard to tell the distance from.
If it's in the grass, you're kicking ass on this one.
Yeah.
And Caleb goes right into the tree. But like I said, they do spit out a lot.
They do spit out. Yeah.
Didn't get as much as he would like on that.
No. He's probably edge of circle, maybe just before. This one, you can see Double G is dealing with the cedars here, and he does have that long reach, so
he's actually on the right side of the fairway, not the tree line. So this is where the red tees come in.
Okay.
And there's an OB field to the right of this fairway.
Right.
So he got safe. There is a risk that some of this can go through the tree line and then out of bounds in the field.
Right.
He makes great on that.
Yeah, that's a great shot. That would be a forehand pitch out all day for me, but Double G seems to know his way around an emergency backhand. Here's Jay here. You can see he's definitely in circle 2. He's lining up his putt.
I think he might have been outside circle 2.
Yeah, that's a far putt.
The amount of time that was in the air for a long time.
And we have Caleb here. He's looking to capitalize.
Again.
That's so close.
Not many birdies on. Who did it again? It was Oz.
Was it Oz?
He got the only birdie in round 1.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I was there for that.
Off to a good start, it seems, for Oz.
Nathaniel making
that's a great bid.
Great bid. And again, it just lands right beside the basket, so he'll be cleaning up his 3. And we got Double G here. He cleaned up his 3.
Nice and calm for a second. Good save.
This is one where you just want to stay straight. The worst that you want is
thanks. Yeah, it was not a good
It
start.
is
a clean look for 3, and that's what you want.
a long, demanding pro par 3.
Yeah.
And there's a good mix of those kind of holes on this course, and then really attackable, gettable holes, I find.
Yes. Yeah, I found some trouble on this in this hole in particular.
I really like this hole.
Yeah.
Maybe
One of my favorite holes.
the golds, the blues, they play it as a par 3. The whites play it as a par 4.
Okay.
Because it's definitely it's a tweener almost, right?
Yeah.
Push in the lower divisions, it's a par 4 for them. But they're happy to get it off of that one, and we're going into the woods now.
Yeah, this is where the course starts changing a little bit, and it's really I love that about these courses or courses like this, where every few holes it sort of takes a new feel. You have 425 feet, par 4. You can see the short basket here, the yellow basket, and you kind of want to end up there on your drive. A little bit to the right, so that you have a clean look, and it sort of starts to veer to the left here, and you can't see the basket quite from where this is, but there's a little sign on the left for the skiers, or it might be a trail path sign, and the basket just lays right behind there. And yeah, getting clean looks on this hole and staying in the fairway is ideal. Yeah.
It can cause an incredible nightmare if you don't.
Yes,
But
you can easily play jungle.
Discipline will reward you here. Thank you to Boston Pizza once again for sponsoring this hole and our lunch at the event. If you can keep it on the right hand side, like really tuck it up close to that, almost go for a black ace here.
Almost, yeah.
You want to get the angle. If you if you're ending up on the left side like Double G seems to, you could be a little saw it off.
Yeah, he should be okay from there to get something up, hopefully. But you're right. If you go in that tree line, it's really tough to get your next shot.
Still okay for a par, but Birdieville is right where Nate's putting it.
Yeah, that's great. That's ideal. It's the perfect shot. That's something you want. And it again, you can't really tell because you're in the woods and it doesn't affect you as much. But there was a headwind on this hole, so this kind of makes you second guess certain discs.
Best disc ever.
Look at Jay
Past
get
the
up
tree.
there too. That's
Yeah.
exactly where you want to be.
These are 3 amazing shots.
Yeah.
There's gonna be minis underneath.
It's not common at all to see all 3 discs on the path at this point.
No, and we have Caleb here who had a bit of a tough hole bogeying, so we'll see if he can capitalize. This is we'll get a kick.
We didn't see it come. There is an out of bounds
No.
creek. He's by that, which
Yeah.
is at the short tees. So
Yeah, and he'll probably just be looking to pitch out here.
Yeah.
It's
Good
kind of
play.
exactly where you
And
want
he
your first
parked
shot to
it.
be, but
That's
that's okay. Yeah.
parks the black basket, and he can save par from there.
Jay here using his warden off the tee, and it looks like he's going to use that same warden to get up there. Putter. See if he can get up there.
It's smart golf. And
It is
I
smart
think he's
golf.
punching through most of it.
Ooh,
He could be
yes.
right up there.
Yep, he could be right up there. At least it gets a little hairy on the left, just past where Jay was, but you can get a look. And then we have double G here. Greg is, you can see he doesn't have the forehand, so he's kind of trying to flip up a backhand. Looks like a putter, and he's so good. And you can see how he compensates.
That's the
Kemp's hit it.
common play when you're on
Yeah.
that side.
Yeah. And it looked like he had something on his hand there on his release, so it's a tough shot. Nathaniel just looking to pump something just super straight, just like his tee shot, and it looks like he's doing just that. Getting a little skip,
Okay.
and I think that's circle one.
But he's right in front of
might
that-
be 10 feet,
That
15 feet.
short stuff, yeah.
And here's Caleb here, just looking to get up and down now for his par. And he's got a great angle at it, actually, from the right side. I find it's a little better.
Lovely.
And that's great touch. Yeah, he'll be in there for. It should be an easy par.
It's a good recovery. Everyone's handling this hole quite well.
Yes.
From other footage I've seen and other experiences of playing it, it can turn into that zigzag back and forth across the fairway.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're into 6-7 territory.
Totally, yeah. And double G here with a long putt for birdie. Looks like circle 2. And just misses. And just past that, you can't see it, but there's a little valley, and it gets pretty wooded back there, so you don't want to go too long. Nathaniel here just missing his putt, and you can kind of see it there where it just gets a little hairy, and
Yep. It's
getting
kind of
footing on the way back.
a ravine with no water in it, basically, in there.
And Jay here looking to clean up for his birdie. He played this hole great so far. Hopefully he gets this.
Oh no!
And I keep doing that to him. I keep jinxing him, and he
On the
wants that
left
one
side, yeah.
back. Jay's. I've played many rounds with Jay, and he's a solid putter. So it's always weird to see stuff like that.
Mhm.
I know he can capitalize on those. Nathaniel here looking to clean up his par.
There it is.
There it is. Make short work.
Go ahead if you're ready.
And we have Jay looking to clean up
Excuse me, Gigi.
his par.
Yeah, Sylvie.
Greg looking to clean up. And it looks like how many
All right.
birdies did we get on that hole? That's
I think only 2.
only 2 the first round. Okay. Wow.
I was just stringing together, and a good. Every time we check the birdie stats, he's
Oh,
there.
I mean, he's a great player.
This is a pretty short hole.
Yes.
Sponsored by HP, 294 feet. It's not really, I don't think.
No,
It's-
it sort of goes downhill a little bit. You can't tell from the footage here, but it starts to funnel down. And you just
we have
want
it.
something.
We
that,
have it listed as 266 on
Okay.
PDGA. So
That
that
makes
a lot
more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically just want to get something if you're a righty backhand, just to start to slowly
good.
drift to the left. You can either use a stable disc to do that, or get a skip, or just something that's a little bit flippy, like a putter or a mid, that just slowly
Yeah.
drift.
Something nice and glidey, actually.
Yeah.
I like to get the extra distance. It's a little bit further than it
Yeah.
seems to get right to the basket. So yeah.
Yeah.
G, kind of
Early.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Little too stable, a little sawed off, and then it goes in there. If you do that with a flippier disc, it might just keep pushing
out.
around.
Yeah, I think that it's kind of choose your own disc, whatever disc you have that gets to the left, and
Nice and high too.
nice and high is always a great line. Yeah, I think just staying away from these initial trees, and then having a long look or a look at the end is always nice.
I also like watching these tee shots because you don't really know what kind of surprise you're gonna get. Like, I think Jay and Nathaniel have chances to be parked right now.
I think they'll be fine. I think they at least have a look. And even Double G might have snuck through there if he got through those trees.
There are some gaps there, and Caleb a little bit too high.
Too high,
actually.
but it looks like it got through somehow.
Yeah.
He doesn't look, he doesn't look impressed actually, and yeah.
It
Okay,
didn't, no.
so no, he's pitching out.
And there's
Okay.
Double G's disc right to the side.
Yeah, so this I haven't been here, and looking at it
Yeah.
for the first time, you don't want to be there. So
This
it's
is
a tough
a
spot.
this is a very well manicured course on the fairways.
That's
but
tough.
the rough, not so much.
No,
It could,
no.
if with some trimming and take a little bit of that tree gel out, there could
Yeah.
be a window there. But then again, do you want to reward people for being in that forest?
No, I don't mind. I don't mind natural OB on courses. I always find it. It gives
Take one to get out. You may as well
gives
be
a character. It gives a character, and we have Double G here looking to hopefully clean up what was a hard break for him. And yeah, he's having some trouble there. Yeah, don't be on the left.
That'll be a bow. Yeah, do not be in
Noted. We have Caleb here. Looks like his high shot. Oh, this was his second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is for par.
He'll be okay for that.
Yeah, he's looking to clean up.
There you go.
There it is.
It's good to see him settle down, and maybe he can calm the nerves and for the couple daunting holes that are on the way.
Yeah.
This is kind of just a quick
reprieve from
reprieve, yeah.
from the
from what's ahead.
Yeah, and that's what I love about this course. You have various different holes. It sort of changes up. It's like you're on a new adventure every few holes, which I always liked in a course. Double G here, taking a 4, tough 4, but he's still smiling. Look at him. Yeah. Nathaniel here looks like he was parked, and Nathaniel's just playing so smart. And I love when people call Macbeth is boring golf. I always find boring golf is great golf. And Nathaniel, not to put you down here, Nathaniel, but your golf game's looking pretty boring, which is good. Which is
great.
This is what you want.
Discipline and
I mean that in the best way.
also
possible.
handling. This is first time on coverage.
That's right.
So
That's
he's
right.
handling himself
Yeah.
quite incredibly.
Yeah, I mean it helps when you're parked. So
This
that's
is
great.
one heck of a hole we have.
It
here.
is. It is. So this is all OB. Basically, I think about 350 feet or so. Well, maybe, I don't think it plays 400.
Not
I'd
quite.
say 300 all over OB, and then you're trying to funnel into this point right here where you see this number 8.
This is the best entry. There's a wider entry, but this
There
is the
is.
one to hit.
There is, yeah, and you want to kind of land right there.
Right, I actually throwing from the whites. I actually put it right on that dock.
Did
that's
you?
Right in
Okay.
front of the basket,
That's
the skid.
nice.
Sorry. If you can sneak it in
Just
there,
says
you are
OB long
dancing.
grass.
Yeah,
is
and
the
these
center
guys
field,
shouldn't have a problem
and
with
then
getting
pond.
over there, over the
Yes.
OB, which is the grass. But it just puts something a little extra in your head, and you have to account for the wind, which, if you go a little bit left, that is not OB. And there is a way to sneak through.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Nathaniel might have just done that. So from
He's
there,
early.
it's early, but there is something where you can pitch up and get your 3. So it's
Yeah.
not completely jail. And we got Jay here, who's looking to clean up after a nice birdie and tough few putts before that. But he's
He gets a lot of
He
it,
gets
and
all of
there
it.
is there is OB
Looks-
long by the
there-
tees.
there is. I don't know if he got there. You can see where the other guys are shooting. There is a little fenced off area, which does play OB. So hopefully he's in an okay spot.
Yeah.
Caleb, who's got a great rip here. It looks like it's not coming back.
Where
Or
did
is
it
it?
go? My
he
goodness,
absolutely
that is
crushed that.
good gone.
Wow.
Gone past the next
Jeez.
tee.
And I may have actually been up at the next tee, and I remember that disc going by my head. So Yeah, now
Okay.
that was just a reminder, and it looks like Double G's now
Wow.
waiting for yeah, for the dust to settle after that one.
Up near
And
the corner is the drop zone. You can see the final sign on the fairway there. So that's where he'll be
right.
headed.
That's right. I forgot about
It's
the
not a
drop
nice
zone.
drop zone.
No.
You're bogeying that for sure.
And it looks like Double G's laces something
Oh,
up there.
goodness.
And I think he either made the gap or hit a late tree, but he should be fine. Caleb's taking his drop zone shot, so he was out of bounds. Got a little aggressive there and tried to just put something through the trees. Hopefully landed.
Yeah, the drop
Around the
zone
circle.
forces you to sneak in. You've
Yes.
got to sneak in
Yeah.
on that shot to save your bogey.
Yeah. And that's just an easy up and down for Jay. And it looks like Nathaniel was able to manufacture
Yep.
something. So there are roots there. It looks like Double G
Okay.
just hit that last tree, which
That's unfortunate.
it is
He
unfortunate. It
could
was
have
looking
been
good.
parked, yeah.
It was looking good.
So it's casual relief on that scrap heap as well, but he's behind the scrap heap. This nice straddle putt. He still has a clear open window just around the bushes. So if he can hyzer putt around that, he's got it.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. That's tough. And there is actually a pond back there. So
Also OB, yeah.
Also OB, so a little daunting when you're trying to run something from there. We have Caleb, and this is his fourth for bogey. Just short.
Yeah.
That's tough. Nathaniel here looking to clean up his three, and he gets it.
Great job. Yeah, this is one of the holes where the drive is the make or break of the hole. If you
Yes,
don't
I
nail that
agree.
drive,
I agree.
you're going bogey, maybe even a 5.
Yeah, that's it. You really want to just get your tee shot and lace that gap, and then you have a look. Jay here looking to clean up his three. He does so. Caleb looking to get out of here and on to the next one.
There we go. You pick parties stepping up for this whole sponsorship. All your party planning needs in Collingwood, Ontario. Top link $2,000 ace hole up next. The Island.
Yeah.
Not this round, but in the next round, it is
Right.
worth $2,000 to ace it.
Okay. All right.
291 feet right across the same OB field we just came from on hole 8. You're looking to land in this circle. The circle is basically circle 1 without some of the warping that's going on in the back of it on the straight line. The
And-
top link signs are up and in play here, kind of guarding along those blue boards, so even higher barrier to get in. Skipping out, not as much of an issue, but getting in short, more of an issue now.
Right. And it is something that, it is a straightforward shot, but because of the wind and because of the island, it does play difficult. And if you miss, you obviously have to take a drop, play from the drop zone. So, and it's not an easy drop zone either. So you can't just run a putt. And we have Jay here. Nathaniel looks great on that shot.
Yeah, just hung it out nice and
Yeah.
high and let it do its thing.
Yeah,
to
there
finish
was a
in.
right to left wind here. So if you can get your disc to just use the wind a little bit to get there. Most of these guys are going to be using a mid or
Yeah,
ooh,
anything out,
and that
not touching the
looks
blue.
close.
Yeah.
Pat, you might know the ruling on this. It looks like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
so
close from
the ruling on this was it is the line itself was the blue boards.
Okay.
So
So that would be
that's
in.
in.
Got
That's
it.
on the outside of the boards, but it
Okay.
was just touching that line, so
Alright.
it was in.
All right, it was nice to get that angle just to give you some idea.
Very, very close.
And it looks like Greg is just putting something. It's tough to tell. It could have gone in. It might have looked a little low out of the hand, but it may have got there. And we have Caleb here, who's looking to bounce back after that long throw on hole 8. And he's putting something really wide here. And I think he was fortunately
Oh.
expecting the wind to do too much,
Yeah.
and it might have just grip locked. And we have Jay here. It looks like he's this is not the drop zone, so he got to the edge here, and he's trying to make a putt here for birdie. And there it is. That's the Jay I know.
Awesome.
Yeah, nice putt. And he's got to feel good after that. Looks like Caleb was in. Yeah,
He must
so-
have got that skip.
He must have got that skip, and he makes great on the putt. Nice. And this is a headwind coming back for Greg, so not too far, but definitely something you're thinking about. And yeah,
Solid. It's good to see the conversions on this hole because
Yes.
when it is windy up here, this hole is so much harder.
Yeah.
And also nice to see Caleb starting to turn his round around.
Yeah, and is that Nathaniel Park? That's great.
That's Nathaniel Park.
Yeah, that
Doing fantastic.
yeah, and that's I think that's a start. It's a start card. I'm pretty sure.
On the island.
Yeah, that's great. And it is one you want, but anything can happen, right? A little bit of wind and a couple bounces.
If hole 8 wasn't enough for you, we got another adventure coming your way. This is the double dog leg left, hole 9,
Yeah.
525 feet.
Yes.
But man, you got to do a lot of things to get there.
You do.
Coming up to the first turn, if you can skip something down the hill, you can actually roll all the way down the hill for an eagle look.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. And I've seen it been done. But I think a stock putter just to the corner where the short tees are to take your second throw.
That's right. Yeah. I saw a lot of shots like that.
OB long in the creek here past that hole 10 sign. You want to pump it high and with a lot of fade to get down around the big tree line on the left to come somewhere in circle 2 range, hopefully, and get a birdie look. That's the standard way to do it. The more aggressive you are, the more risky it's going to be, and
Right.
I'm sure we're bound to see 4 completely different ways to get to the pin
Yeah,
here.
it was a really interesting hole. Playing this during my practice round and also during the tournament, and then everyone had a different approach to this hole. So it's great.
Nathaniel did the very, like you said, the boring disciplined play.
Yeah, boring, but good
it's,
golf.
Yeah, and it's
It
still a tunnel to hit too, right?
Looked like a putter, just something kind of straight. And you're really, for me, you're just trying to get good footing for the next shot. If you go a little bit long here, you're in the stuff, and it's not easy to get a good reach back for your next shot. So I saw some forehands here to pitch up, because the footing on the right is actually fine and it opens up. See what Greg does here. It looks like a little more aggressive.
Now
And
this could be in risk of going long.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was trying to get something down the hill there or not, because he was a little aggressive, but maybe he knows something I don't. And Caleb here, he is taking the line down, and I think
That is the way
it
to
looks
get
great. Yeah,
all the way down the hill.
Yeah,
If
and
it
the
rolls.
thing is, you if you're on the hill, it's tough to get good footing. It looks like Jay here is in a tough, almost great spot. This is really tough with the wind, and to try and get all the way left and the height.
Yeah, so he's going to cut the whole forest at the bottom actually and try and get right over top of that second tree line at the bottom of the hill.
And it looks like he went a little short there. I know that tree line.
The spotter was clapping. It's actually my dad down
Oh,
there.
is that right? Okay, all right.
He clapped for it, so I think that's a good sign.
Well, is he a very optimistic guy? 'Cause,
I think he was happy to be there. So. One of the
See,
most exciting shots on the course. Greg has gone spike hyzer, which is great.
yeah, it's very tight around there. You want to get something. You can't go too long, and you want to almost hug that tree. But if you hug that tree, you can fall down. And it looked like Greg kind of made the gap.
Ooh, Nathaniel's cut it real sharp.
Yes. So with the height there, the disc has more room to go left.
No claps from
no
the spotter
claps.
there, so just
No
a
claps.
so-so.
Yeah. And it looks like this is where Jay is pitching out from.
He's
on this
lucky
shot.
to get out, actually.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
all said and done.
Or it
Oh,
might
that
have been
was
Caleb.
Caleb. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And Caleb just pitching out here. Yeah. The like if you most wooded lines on this course, if you stand in the fairway, it really does help for footing, and it's just so tough with all the little sticks on the side. We have Nathaniel there just pitching up for his 4. Caleb with authority.
Excellent. We've got some cleanups here, and again, thanks to our coverage sponsors, Graham Sharp, Paul McCarthy, who is actually our HB sponsor, John Brass, and Daniel Ball, and the Toronto Tag Tour.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Who we have some Toronto taggers out in the tournament today playing tag rounds in their tournament.
Yeah, it's always a little extra incentive to some bragging rights that are on the line.
Yeah. If you're in the GTA, definitely check out the Toronto Tag Tour. $10 to play for the year, and there's hundreds of people getting involved in it.
Thanks for spotting.
And there they go, off and smiles all around.
Yeah.
I think. You know what? Not too much damage. It can do a lot more than that.
No, they played pretty clean, all things considered. And know, it was great disc golf,
Yeah,
actually.
Greg got the birdie. Jay got the birdie.
Yeah. We have Nathaniel and Double G, Greg, -4. Jay sitting at -3, and then Caleb at +2. And they all played great. Some of the lines that they were able to manufacture was just pretty. And Nathaniel got some goats.
Work in the woods to come yet for the back nine. I'm Patrick for Nahan, signing off for the first round. We'll see Sugar and Spice, the goats there on the back set.
Thanks a lot.